What kind of toilet paper would you like?
Give me the cheapest one.
What do you mean
The cheapest one!
Corporate toilet paper is as paper thin as Bibles.
You don't have to wear a mask to be a real man, bro.
Coronavirus could usher in this Star Trek world that I want. Eric, I'm making my mask out of this company toilet paper. It's coming along nicely.
Yes, hello there, my brother. Oh, I see you have your mask on, yes.
Are you doing, is this a Yoda impression? It sounds like Yoda.
No, I build my mask out of my own underwear, Peter.
Is that Bane?
You merely adapted to this bathroom stall. I was born in it, molded by it.
All right. You're listening to The Flush, where we enjoy conversation about life, love, movies, politics, and of course, the bathroom. When we're all done, it gets flushed down the toilet. I'm Peter Bean.
And I'm Eric Law.
And you're Bane. You know, I have seen Bane masks being sold at strange times. Strange times.
Strange times.
You know, Eric, it's funny even today as we record this, toilet paper is still a scarce commodity.
It wasn't before. And people are still buying, like a better word, the shit out of it. They're still buying a lot of toilet paper. From
what I've gathered on like why it's so scarce still is people are home more. So 40% of there's 40% higher demand for home toilet paper, which is an interesting discernment between toilet paper. Is you and I know, since we're in a corporate bathroom right now and we haven't left since the pandemic started.
Yeah.
You and I both know that corporate toilet paper, business toilet paper is very different than home toilet paper.
Shit.
Corporate toilet paper is as paper thin as those Bibles. Like, you know, Bibles have that like ultra thin paper.
It doesn't have
or
the
something.
same satisfaction, but I know what you're saying.
Is that a heresy
No,
to say Bible paper is the same as corporate toilet paper? But it's the same. It's like you look at corporate toilet paper and you can you look at the toilet paper and you can see through it. You're like, yeah, they don't give a fuck.
No, they're like,
All right, here's a bathroom for my employees.
Sir, what kind of toilet paper would you like?
Give me the cheapest one.
What do you mean the cheapest one?
The cheapest one!
One ply, see-through.
that's right.
Good. So, fine, do it. So the problem is toilet paper companies, they're used to supplying, you know, a portion corporate and stuff. So now that there's a 40% higher demand of home toilet paper, which is altogether a whole different type of toilet paper. Yeah, that's the big problem.
Yeah, but
I guess,
people now using more the office toilet paper. They will use it. I mean, just because it's shit, they kind of jank at it like you're trying to turn on a fucking chainsaw, like with all your strength. So you get a bunch of toilet paper to compensate.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the what you have to do. But now I heard the businesses are repurposing that corporate toilet paper. The Bible industry needs it. So
everybody's hurting so much, and all the small businesses are fucking, you know, they're not doing well. And, you know, I try to, well, from the bathroom, I guess, I try to order at least a couple times a week from a local place, or, you know, but the ones that are getting majorly fucked are like the small mom and pop stores where you get things, you know, like your toilet papers or things like that, little mom and pop stores like that. Restaurants, I think they will come back. There's going to be a new rule. But what I saw is that in this pandemic, Bezos got twice as rich. Fucking Target, Walmart, they all are cruising through this like with no problems. They're all getting a bunch of money. You know, I don't think people think about it too much, but small businesses are really hurting, you know?
I try my hardest not to order from Amazon, and I don't think anybody should to be super honest, because they're ruining small business, like you say, and they're becoming a monopoly of the world. But a lot of tech companies like Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, like, because everybody's on Facebook now, you can visit the Flush
not so close to
Facebook slash the Flush.
Okay.
You can.
You just had sex with a mic, Peter.
I think Bezos is about to soon to be the first trillionaire,
That's
which
impossible.
is. So there have been reports that half of the states, go back into the workplace. A lot of that drive has been half of it has been bots online, which I do get, of course, to some extent, reopening, because people are hurting. People need
I don't
to make
know
rent,
how they would
course.
do it. I mean, imagine right now, like in my position, if I had one kid, I don't have any kids, but if I had one kid, what do I do? Like if you're not working, I'm working, but if you're not working and you don't have that much money saved up or anything like that, what do you do? What the hell do you do,
But then there's another side where you're being reckless, like you're not wearing a face mask.
Those people that are not wearing face masks are doing
thing.
it for the wrong reasons.
And apparently face masks have become political, and we know who to thank for that.
The Dalai Lama?
I saw a video where North Dakota, a Republican governor of North Dakota, is talking to his constituents, and he's saying that, look, people that wear face masks, they may not be liberal or progressive being political. They may have a cancer child. They may have a elderly person that they're trying to protect.
If someone is wearing a mask, they're not doing it to represent what political party they're in or what candidates they support. They might be doing it because they've got a 5-year-old child who's been going through cancer treatments. They might have vulnerable adults in their life who are currently have COVID and are fighting. And so again, I would just love to see our state, as part of being North Dakota smart, also be North Dakota kind, North Dakota empathetic, North Dakota understanding to do this thing. Because if somebody wants to wear a mask, there should be no mask shaming. You should look at them and say, that person's wearing a mask because for them, there's additional risk in their life.
Unfortunately, we've exposed something in America that we're realizing now, that we are kind of an individualistic society. We've kind of become this, and we don't really think of society anymore. We think of individuals. And
if it spikes up again, it'll be worse than the first lockdown.
People that I know, smart, sane people, are not treating this seriously. If we all just took it seriously, we would all reopen sooner. We would be in the reopen process. By all accounts, like if we would have been smarter about holding in place a 6 feet distance, wearing masks, our benevolent dictator Trump, if he would have not talked about it being a fake story, it being a Democrat political ploy, if he wouldn't have been talking about that, if he would have been saying, let's hold in place, let's quarantine ourselves, let's wear face masks, if he would have done that, there would have been 30,000 people that would not have died.
Yeah.
So not to get too dark, So Eric, well, how do you see the, how do you see it post COVID-19? Like a fan of the podcast and a fan of the website has pointed out that bathrooms and society will be very different after this pandemic. We have the sensor faucets, we have the sensor toilets. Do you see a full-on push for not just bathrooms, but everything being,
Doors.
non-touch? Yeah.
I think that will be a thing, even doors opening by themselves, or something that opens the door without you touching it too much, or people grabbing a a paper towel and opening the doors. That's like one thing. The touchless, everything else is fine. I don't think people are gonna use public bathrooms as much.
Interesting. So what you're saying though is COVID-19 coronavirus could usher in the Star Trek world that I want, which is doors opening by themselves, the computer doing things for me.
Yeah.
So basically, in Star Trek lore, there was a virus probably, that like made it so all doors are open by themselves. I don't need to push an elevator button,
Hey, what do you think about this? Interchanging toilet seats. Like you bring your own to work.
No.
And you go to work and then you just touch that to the toilet. Technology, baby.
I mean,
What's up?
you're an entrepreneur is what you are. I don't know.
That's right.
That could be the next thing.
You just, I'm going to the bathroom, and then you just take your interchangeable toilet seat into the bathroom, and then voila.
Yeah, you know how like at restaurants or coffee shops, they'll give you a bathroom key, which has like a giant spoon or some fucking like giant thing on it. And now, you'll have like your toilet seat. Oh, there goes Eric. Yeah, he's got his toilet seat with him. We know what he's going to do. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger.
Go get him. Good luck, buddy. I think this is going to last for a little bit, for a long while. I think for the next 2 years, they're going to be like, the last case or blah, blah, blah is in somewhere. And, so on and so forth. I think we're going to be able to go back to normal. But the new norm, like they say, wearing mask, I think is going to be a new thing.
Like we talk about, like hopefully society embraces masks, because I'll be honest with you, Eric, we're big film fans. I'm a big fan of the film Idiocracy and how smart it is, how absolutely smart it is. And one thing about that film early on is talking about how Darwinism has ceased to exist in our modern society. Dumb people can breed all they want. They can do all they want. I will carefully say that, like with this virus, dumb people.
Careful, Peter. Careful.
Dumb people. These are my own views. theflush.com. Dumb people are doing dumb things, and they're getting themselves
I'm
killed.
in no way associated with this person.
They're getting themselves killed by doing dumb things, by not wearing masks, by touching things, by acting like the virus doesn't exist. It's the worst thing you can do.
It exists, and they're doing it they're the ones that politicizing the wearing of masks.
Exactly. They're politicizing it. They're making it. They're trivializing wearing a mask, listening to science. Darwinism is alive and well. I hate to say that.
So you think that these people that are not wearing masks because their leaders are showing them, oh, you don't have to wear a mask to be a real man, bro. Do you think those are the people that are gonna like dwindle?
Yes. A virus is microscopic, and a virus doesn't care how much muscle you have.
A virus is not blue or red.
A virus is not blue or red. If you want to take it to like this masculine thing, on the battlefield, you have to respect your enemy. Well, Eric, I think we should get our masks on again. And
no problem, my brother.
I got my toilet tissue mask on. Thank you for listening to the Flush podcast. Go on Amazon.com and visit
and donate.
Go to Facebook and give Mark Zuckerberg more money, and go to the Flush on Facebook, and go to Amazon. And I don't think the Flush anything is on Amazon, but go there and give Bezos all your money, and goodbye. For more mysteries of life through the lens of the bathroom, visit theflush.com or anywhere you get your podcasts.